Hey, how we doing? What y'all up to today? Hi, Nikita. How are you? Welcome. What y'all up to today? What are we doing? Let me make sure everything's good to go. Let me open up my Cash App, Venmo. Oh, hi, Cheyenne. I'm good. How are you? What's new? What y'all up to? Nikita, can you please be patient, babe? You've already asked twice. Like, y'all need to learn how to be patient. Like, learn how to wait for instructions. Y'all need to just chill. Y'all need to chill sometimes. Goodness. Ugh. I can't sometimes. Hi, Bartman. How are you? All right. So, I'm only doing, y'all, I have chips here at the ready because I'm a little bit hungry. I'm a little bit hungry, so I have my snacks ready to go. Drop your name, age, and question. I'm adding 7 people to the free list today. But only if I feel called to read for you. Just because you're asking a freebie doesn't mean you're gonna get one, okay? Again, only people I feel called to read for will I add to the list. So please don't be asking the same questions over and over again as well. And yeah, just please be patient, no spamming. Anybody being rude or impatient will automatically be blocked, okay? Those are the rules here. If you guys want a priority session as well as more in-depth answer to your question, it's 10 for a mini, 20 for a full. Fertility is also 20. I'm changing prices for fertility. I'm trying to be a little bit more lenient on my, some prices. So instead of 30, now I'm switching it now to 20. And also, if you need a reading with timing, that's also a $20 full session too. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Let me go ahead and start getting the list ready. So if you guys want a freebie, drop your name, your age, and your question. Again, only adding about 4 people to the freebie list. And of course, donations take priority, okay? Dun, 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 dun. So what's new? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? What y'all up to? Nikita, I don't feel called to your question, hun, so I'm sorry I'm not adding you to the list today. Cheyenne, are you asking in terms of like living with like a roommate type of thing? Are you asking in terms of like household? Is that what you're asking, Cheyenne? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. 7 people. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? We got 7 people watching, only a couple people commenting. Okay, Cheyenne, I'll go ahead and add you to the list because I'm assuming your question is about like a household situation. So I'll go ahead and add you, Cheyenne. I got Tarot of the Owls tarot deck. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good, Bartman. Do you like it? Yes. Okay. Okay. So again, guys, drop your name, your age, and your question if you want a chance for a freebie, and I'll let you know if I add you to the list or not. If you want to go ahead and get a guaranteed reading, it's 10 for a mini, 20 for a full in-depth. And fertility is also 20, okay? I do have Cash App, Venmo, and my link tree below. And yeah, all right. My contacts are a little bit dry today, so does that. Will you be staying with your friend long term, Cheyenne? Let's see. Let's see, Cheyenne. Will Cheyenne be staying with their friend long term? Cheyenne. Archie's crying, so. You hear him in the background. That's him. That's him. You're staying with your friend long term. Will you be staying with your friend long term, Cheyenne? Do you help pay rent, Cheyenne, where you're at? Do you help pay rent at all, or no? Family's doing good, Bartman. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be staying with them long term, Cheyenne. Because I honestly, if I get permission to stay long, then yes, I will pay rent. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't see you staying long term because I have a feeling like whoever you're staying with is, how do I say it? Like, it's not that they're going to get tired of you, but it's going to be a lot on their plate is what I see here, okay? I also see someone acting very defensive as well. So when you start to notice their attitude changing towards you, I feel like you're going to want to leave because you're not going to feel comfortable anymore is what I'm saying. I'm also seeing somebody who is fairly strict as well with the King of Swords. Normally the King of Swords has like certain laws or they have certain ways about them. They're also very slow to showing any type of like emotions of caring or anything like that. It's not that they don't care. It's just that I see someone who is prone to very much used to like either being by themselves or looking out for themselves. So it's like, yes, they'll help you for a little while, but not for a long time is what I see here. Like, I feel like once you get yourself, like once you get your head on your shoulders and once you start to feel more stable with work, they're probably going to ask you to like either leave or they're going to tell you that it's time to be on your own here, okay? Is what I'm seeing, especially the Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. So, unfortunately, I do not see you staying long term, okay? Like I said, I feel like it's going to be a lot for that person and for you, and I feel like communication issues are going to rise and y'all are just going to start to clash. and then you're gonna not really feel comfortable there for a long period of time, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, once you get your head on your shoulders, once you get your finances straight and in order, they're probably gonna ask you or tell you like, hey, like, you know, it's probably time to look for a place on your own, if that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I got there, Cheyenne. So I wouldn't have too high of expectations, okay? I wouldn't have too high of expectations, all right? Oh, I'm glad you and your brother are doing good, Bartman. That's always nice. That's always nice, right? My contacts are dry, guys, so. Woo! My pleasure, my pleasure. My list is open if you guys want to get a priority session, okay? It's 10 for mini, 20 for full in depth, and 20 for fertility. All the links to Cash App Venmo are below in my link tree, okay? If you want a chance at a freebie question, drop your name, your age, and your question. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, we got Cheyenne. We got Cheyenne going. Oh, my contacts. My contacts. It was really windy today, so I think that's why my contacts got dry. It was super windy today. Oh goodness, 3 people. We see how we do today. We'll see how we do today. If we continue to stay slow, then I'll go ahead and just switch on over. I'll go ahead and switch on over. Goodness gracious. Ain't nobody here today. Ain't nobody here today. What in the oh y'all, this look good. Look at that. Oh, that looks so good. Hi Val, how are you? What's going on, Val? What's new? That looks so good. Y'all proud of me? This is my first Dr. Pepper today. It's my first. I mean, I had sweet tea earlier, so but it wasn't Dr. Pepper. I also had water too. I'm trying to do better on drinking water. I'm trying to do better on drinking water. Okay, so I've been really good. I've been really good. You're well good. I'm glad you're doing well, Val. I am so glad. Oh, let me see here. Oh, Val, you need a in-depth reading today, my friend. I appreciate you, Val. Whenever you're ready, let me know what you need. If you need your usual or if you have a specific question, let me know. I appreciate your donation, Val. Thank you, thank you. Whenever you're ready, girl, I'll pull a bunch of cards for you. I'll pull a bunch of cards for you, Val. Let me add you here to the list. That way I don't forget. That way I don't forget. How will my vacation in Tennessee go in April? Ooh, Tennessee. I've been to Tennessee, I think, one time. One time? Was it Tennessee? Yeah, it was like when I was really, really little and we had to evacuate Houston because of the hurricane. And some friends of my dad's were like, oh, I get come stay over here with us. And we stayed, but it was like really little. Like I hardly remember like anything about it. You know what I mean? Visiting family. Ooh, nice. Okay, so how will Val's vacation go to Tennessee in April? How will it go, please? How will it go? One card at a time. Let's see. Ooh, your family just moved to there? Nice. Very nice. Tennessee. How will her vacation go in April? Wow. One card at a time, please. One card at a time. Thank you very much. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune is the first card, so that's a good sign. The Wheel of Fortune makes it worthwhile, and it brings good fortune too. So that's a good sign there. She said good, I'll take it. Ooh, look, the Fool. The Fool brings about adventure. Look at that. The Fool brings about adventure, new beginnings, new opportunities. It's also like not really having a set plan, like while you're there, just kind of like going day by day. Does that make sense? Like not really having a set plan. Like, yeah, you can have a couple of plans here and there, but it's more so just about kind of going with the flow and enjoying being in the moment. Does that make sense? The Fool energy. The Fool for me is a traveling card too, so it will definitely happen. Ooh. I also see you like relaxing while you're there. The Four of Cups. This looks like someone who's very chill, very relaxed, like kind of meditating, taking it all in. Like it's a time for relaxation and rejuvenation, right? There will be a bunch of my family coming together. That makes sense because I saw, like, as you can see with the Wheel of Fortune, there are a lot of people in this card, and they all look like they're, like, you know, hanging out, having fun, like, just, like, relaxing is what I see. Makes perfect sense. Yay. That's what I like. That's what I like. They are a lot of fun. That's good. That's good. I like that energy. Hey, look, I just noticed that these two girls have the same colored hair and they have the same dog. Is that a cat? I think the Fool is a dog and then the Four of Cups looks like a cat, but they have the same like print. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I just noticed that. All right, let's see. What else can you tell me about Val's vacation Tennessee, please? I know, right? I noticed that and I was like, interesting. There might be one person in your family who's kind of going through a rough time, and they may lean on you for support, Val. Because I got the Five of Cups with the Four of Wands. The Five of Cups does talk about someone who might be a little bit disappointed or sad. And the Four of Wands talks about coming together as a family. I also see celebrations too. So like there might be someone in your family, I don't know, if someone's going through like a rough time or going through a little bit of sadness. But I feel like even with that, it's still going to be a good time with the Four of Wands. Do you know what I mean? I mean, every time you get together with family, there's always something going on. But then in the end, it like all works out, you know? There's a cousin having issues with cancer. That makes it a good thing then. That's probably why you guys are coming together as a family, right? So I feel like that sadness and disappointment will really help shift their energy into a more brighter type of energy while you guys are there. Does that make sense? Like it'll help. I just spoke to her today. She's not sure if she'll be able to come because of the chemo. Oh, okay. Well, whether she goes or whether she doesn't, I still feel like the family aspect of it will still be okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, there might be a little bit of sadness or disappointment within some sort of person or situation. Hi, Kristen. How are you? What else can you tell me for Val in Tennessee, please? So since they just moved there, are they having like a housewarming type of party? I'm only asking that because the Four of Wands, it's like something having to do with the home or something like that. So I don't know, is it like a housewarming type of party? Yes, Kristen, we're doing good. Thank you. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords represents some like stable communication between the family. The first time a lot of you are seeing it, yeah. It is saying they'll be careful with some negativity with the Devil here. So there might be some negativity and there might be some, I don't know if some of your family like drinks or any of that. And like, I don't know if you do or not, but I'm seeing some kind of like pressure to do what the other family members are doing, even if it's negative. But at the same time, I feel like you have a pretty good shoulders on your head to like tell them like, no, thank you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so there might be some little bit of tension when it comes to like that aspect, but like, I mean, that's normal for every family. You know what I mean? Yeah, because the medications you take, exactly. So don't be afraid to tell them like no, like because they're gonna try to like pressure you, if that makes sense. Because the Devil is always some type of like pressure. Yeah, they're big time drinkers. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, the Seven of Wands is just Seven of Wands talks about just defending yourself. So I feel like that's more so talking about like the Devil energy. If they ever try to pressure you into doing something you don't want to do, just stand up for yourself, okay? It doesn't have to be anything major or anything big. Just stand up for yourself. That's all you got to do, right? Yeah, the Three of Wands talks about like manifestations happening. So it could also represent good news coming in, just waiting for that news. So I don't know if you're waiting on any type of news in regarding to this vacation. If you are waiting on any type of news, I feel like that news will be good. The Three of Wands energy. Hi, Tay Marie, how are you? This is I will. Oh yeah, the Hermit. The Hermit is like the Hermit in this case, I feel like is something that you need for yourself. This is something that you need to do for yourself in order to either heal or to gain some sort of perspective or answers that you've been needing, right, Val? So whatever answers that you have been needing, whatever, you know, anything that you've been needing out of this is exactly what you're going to get, okay? So I feel like for the most part, it's going to be really good. You do have a lot of positivity here with the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and with the Four of Wands. Talks about good fortune leading to adventure, leading to celebration, right? There is going to be some disappointments. And of course, there's going to be some pressure, some peer pressure to do some negative things. But again, just defend yourself. That's all you got to do. I see some pretty good communication. I really don't see anything like too like negative, other than it saying like by the end of it you're gonna feel like that rejuvenated type of energy. You're gonna feel refreshed and you're gonna be like happy that you win. Does that make sense? Let's pull you an overall energy here and see if there's anything else that wants to come out. Okay, do you have any other questions in regards to this topic, Val? Ooh. Let me know if you have any other questions in regards to this topic, okay? Can you give me the overall energy for this vacation for Val, please? Overall energy. Yes. Yeah, the overall energy is the Empress, and the Empress represents faithfulness. It represents pleasure, success, material wealth. It also represents this loving energy too. It represents self-care, and it represents someone's being noticed by other people too, okay? Especially in a loving type of like energy. So, I mean, that looks really good, Val. We covered it all. Yay. If you decide that you need another question, let me know. Okay, Val, I appreciate your support as always. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I'm happy to see that it's gonna go pretty well. Pretty well. Looks like a good time to me. I mean, it looks like a good time to me. Everybody's got those drunk uncles or the drunk aunt that can't hold their stuff together for nothing. But you know what? They make it funny, right? They make everything funny. We all have a drunk uncle or a drunk aunt. For me, it's a drunk uncle. Oh, goodness. I'm doing a tarot reading tomorrow for a woman about her sister's unborn baby. First time I am doing a reading like this. Have rarely read for others. Any advice you can offer? I'm afraid I'll flop. If you have fear, Kristen, I suggest not doing it, because that fear can overtake your energy and it can you know, I mean, it's up to you, but I always also say practice makes perfect. You know what I mean? Like, practice makes perfect. You got to practice in order to perfect, you know, what you're going to do. But if you feel like in your gut that it's something that you shouldn't do or something that you don't want to do, listen to that intuition. Does that make sense? I will always be anxious until I get better at something. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like practice makes perfect. So like I understand that. But I also tell people, don't start off like, if you're doing a fertility reading or if you're doing a reading about pregnancy, that's not something that you should start off doing. Like, you really, I always suggest that fertility readings and pregnancy readings are readings of a more advanced reader. You know what I mean? But again, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? You got to start somewhere. So, I mean, if you're doing it for a friend, it's always better to do it for a friend because they'll be more understanding to the reading. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's not something that I usually touch on when I do fertility readings. For me, when I do fertility and pregnancy readings, it's strictly timing, gender, and like spirit baby messages. Could also be like qualities of the baby, etc., etc. I really don't do like postpartum, or I really don't do like, is the baby going to be okay? Like, I don't do any issues in regards to health. Now, every reader is different, right? Every reader is different. So if you're okay with doing that, well then, hey, that's your thing, right? Now for me, like I said, I don't do those types of readings just because again, that's for me, that's inclusive in regards to health. So it's up to you on what you feel comfortable doing, what you don't feel comfortable doing, but don't be afraid to tell somebody no either. You know what I mean? I tell people no all the time. Like, no, I don't do those type of readings. I'm sorry. Like, you know, So don't be afraid to tell someone no either. Hi, Manel. How are you? Welcome. If you guys are interested in a freebie, drop your name, your age, and your question. I select at random for freebies. If you want a priority session, it's 10 for a mini, 20 for a full, and fertility is also 20. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Today I got the strawberries and cream. I actually hadn't had the strawberries and cream in like a hot minute. I hadn't had the strawberries and cream in a while. It tastes so good. It's so good. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna do a last call since we only got 4 people on the stream, and I'm gonna do a last call for readings. Okay. Last call. Last call. Yeah, I'm live. What's your name? Huh? Not really on YouTube. I'm about to switch to TikTok. What you making?
Chicken burritos.
Smells good.
I haven't chicken seasoning for a day already.
All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna head out. If you guys want to follow me over to TikTok, you can. It is the same screen name, The Tarot Magician. We're slow over here, so I'm gonna head over there. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all. I'll be on tomorrow, so keep an eye out. Okay. A great rest of your night, and please stay safe. Bye bye.